Hey everybody, this is JD Gaming. Happy Friday and welcome back to 4 Fun Facts in Yu-Gi-Oh! The show where we discuss just that and hopefully learn something new along the way. Goblin Attack Force is a classic beatstick with a mighty 2300 attack, as well as an effect that forces it to visit Lazy Town after battle. My favorite appearance of this card has to be this.
I'm wide open!
That's right! Any last requests?
As a kid, I noticed my copy of the card had an oddity, and it turns out it was a fairly common misprint for Pharaoh's Servant Ultra Rare runs of the card. Behind the Chinese character for Earth on the attribute of this card is a single level star instead of the typical black sphere that should be present. You would think that the symbol and the sphere are part of the same design template that wouldn't change, but this may not be the case as we have another example of this kind of error. Taking a close look at Exodius, the Ultimate Forbidden Lord's original jump print reveals that the sphere behind Dark is actually the design normally used for trap cards. This was corrected in future prints of the card. But Konami's template troubles don't end there. We've talked at length about Bakura's Quidja board before, but another of his iconic cards felt off to little me. Dark's Spirit of the Silent could silence an attacking monster and force another one to attack instead. In tandem with the field spell Dark Sanctuary and the continuous spell Dark Door, this trap gave Bakura control over his opponent's attacks and forced their monsters to betray them in the process. Early Labyrinth of Nightmare prints of this card had the name printed in black, which is out of the ordinary for a trap card. Because of the darker templates on spells and traps, Konami has always used white text for their names unless they had a rarity that required a certain color. This is to ensure enough contrast so that they can actually be read, and has since been corrected on its reprints. Perhaps it's because of the occult nature of the card, but I always found it eerie that this happened to be the one with a dark name. Fresh out of the Haunted Mine, Premium Gold was the first in a series of revamped Gold Series sets that incorporated cards from the OCG Premium packs, as well as some of the most popular Gold Series picks to date. As a celebration of sorts, the first Premium Gold also featured iconic monsters like Dark Magician Girl and the Egyptian Gods to go alongside reprints of classics like Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Back when I began my channel with an opening of this set in April 2014, an interesting thing I noticed was the lack of an 8-digit passcode on Dark Magician Girl and Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. For those of you who didn't know, the old Yu-Gi-Oh video games allowed you to enter these codes to more easily obtain those cards for your virtual collection. Not every card has a passcode, as we see on many cards from Metal Raiders and the aforementioned Egyptian Gods. But the strange thing here with these two iconic cards is that they've always had a passcode until this point. I've been keeping track since the first time these digits went AWOL in Premium Gold and was intrigued to learn that Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon has never had a passcode after this print. Dark Magician Girl only recently regained her passcode starting with the movie print and has had hers ever since. Speaking of premium packs, this last one is something I learned in my collecting years. Some of you may know I repurposed the binders we got from the first 2 legendary collections to remember these series through their most nostalgia-inducing cards. My hunt eventually led me to the TCG Premium packs, which featured several classics like Magician of Black Chaos and Zero the Man from Duel Monsters, and the various GX manga elemental heroes like Woodsman and Heat. As I was finishing up my collection, I learned about the existence of secret rare variants of some of the supers that were originally never intended to be printed in both rarities. While I already had most of the supers at this point, this discovery rekindled my collector's spirit, and I went on to obtain these hidden gems. And there you have it, 4 fun facts about some misprints in Yu-Gi-Oh! Obviously this game is full of them, and I had to pick and choose to narrow them down to just 4 fun ones to share this time around. But I invite you guys to leave your favorite misprints and the stories that accompany them down in the comments below. And as always, I'll see you guys next Friday for 4 more fun facts. That's the end of this video, but if you'd like to see more of this series, you can click the annotation on the right, or you can see the last video I did by clicking the one on the left. If you enjoyed, I encourage you guys to leave a like and share it with others you think who may enjoy it as well. And if you'd really like to see more updates, then subscribe to JD Gaming for more Yu-Gi-Oh videos. Thanks guys, this is JD Gaming, hope you guys enjoyed as always, and I'll see you guys next time.